Welcome to the online version of the Digital Cohort November-December session. The topic is Google Classroom or Canvas. Which one should I use? The purpose of this session is to compare the features of both programs to help you decide which option may be most comfortable for you and your students. It is important that you review the information on the actual November-December Digital Cohort Canvas page for a better understanding of the features touched upon in this video. The first thing you will notice on the monthly page is what is it and where do I find it. Canvas and Classroom are called Learning Management Systems, or LMS. Learning Management Systems allow you to take your class content online and leverage the power of the internet to stimulate communication, create assignments and quizzes, and provide class content in a blended learning environment. From the cdschools.org webpage, you will find a link to Canvas in the Quick Links column. The easiest way to get to Google Classroom is by typing classroom.google.com in the address bar. These links may change as the district website changes. The next thing you will notice in the November-December page is How Does It Work section. Here you will find the actual PowerPoint and a video version of the presentation we use during the monthly building meetings. I recommend you view the PowerPoint because it will address the program features with more detail than in this presentation. You will also find several links to Google Classroom and Canvas help sites. At the bottom of this section you will see a link to our own technology integration Canvas pages dedicated to Classroom and Canvas. One document of use in this section is the Canvas or Google PDF file. This document provides a quick reference of program features for comparison. So let's do a quick feature comparison. Remember that the presentation found on the November-December page is more detailed than this one. When looking at both programs, Canvas and Google Classroom, we need to first look at what the apps are for the program. Canvas is basically a one-stop shop, a one program with many features. There are also additional plugins that enable it to work with other web-based applications like Google Drive, Turnitin.com, Rosetta Stone, YouTube, Khan Academy. Whereas opposed to Google Classroom, Google is a suite of applications that can all work together to create your educational experience and act like an LMS. Classroom organizes your class content and is the launching point for all of your activities. When looking at your interface options, Canvas gives you a variety of interface options. You can display your class in web pages and using a web page for each unit or concept. You can display your course as an activity assignment list. You can display it as a syllabus, as modules, which is much like Moodle, or an activity stream. In Google Classroom, you basically have one option. You have a list of assignments and posts similar to Moodle. An option could be also to create a Google site for your class and use Google Classroom within that Google site. When looking at student lists, Canvas is actually maintained by administration. Your student list that is in TAC is mirrored every night into Canvas, so you do not need to maintain your student lists. However, you can add other students and you can add other teachers to your class list. Google Classroom, you basically need to create that list yourself by inviting students from the district directory or giving the students a self-enrollment code and allow them to enroll in your class by themselves. When it comes to assignments, both of these programs have very nice assignment features. In Canvas, you're creating web page appearance assignments. Students can upload files, they can complete their entry in a built-in text box, they can submit through Google Docs, they can also record video and audio as part of the submission. And all of these options you would choose as you're setting up the assignment. You can upload your own files and attach videos, embed videos. You have a lot of options for assignments. Google Classroom is very much the same. You would create it in the Classroom assignment feature. Students can upload files, they can link to Google Docs, which is a primary strength of the program, and the assignment details will show you how many submissions have been made and who needs to submit something yet. When it comes to grading assignments within the program, Canvas has a feature called Speed Grader that can use rubrics. You can leave comments for your students, you can also comment in audio video form, and you can mark up the students' documentation. In Google Classroom, you're basically leaving comments through Google Docs and grading in Classroom. You can also use other apps that work with Google Classroom like Flubaroo or Doctopus for rubrics. Both of these programs have very good quiz generation features. Canvas again has its built-in quiz and survey generator, lots of question types. Again, you can grade them in the speed grader option, and also view your results in a variety of different formats. Google Classroom uses Google Forms to generate your quizzes and surveys for your classroom. And your results will show up on a spreadsheet, and you can also view your results in various graph forms as well. Some additional features to compare for both programs. If you're looking for a gradebook feature, Canvas has one built into it. Classroom does not. You would have to probably create a spreadsheet or use another app in order to maintain a class gradebook. When you're looking at file storage, Canvas allows you to store up to 500 megabytes of data in your class for each of your classes. And this content only includes what you upload. Any assignments that students submit to you are not counted against your 500 megabytes. As well as Google Classroom, you have unlimited storage space through Google Drive. Both programs have great collaboration, discussion, and conference tools. Canvas is built in while Google uses other apps like Google Docs, Hangouts, and Google Groups. Both programs have announcement features. Canvas has an option to send text messages to students if you have your students set up that feature and type in a cell phone number that they can use. And both programs can email announcements to students. So some final considerations. While both of these programs have some very nice features, here are some observations that others have made. Some have found Canvas a little more difficult for younger learners because as a teacher you have many more options on how you want to set up your classroom, and you will need to decide the best way to present that to your students. Do you want a web page look for your classes, or are you just content with a list of entries? Much like Moodle, that's how Google Classroom works. Canvas again gives you a lot more flexibility with how you want to set up your classes. Canvas is an all-in-one program, but do you need it all? Maybe you just want to be able to post some assignments and quizzes and some announcements every now and then. What features are most important to you? So you need to compare the features for both of these programs and give them a test run and see what works best for you. One of Canvas' strengths would be the speed grader option, where you can create your rubrics, click in, and quickly grade assignments. But collaboration is stronger within Google Classroom. And when starting any of these programs, start small. Rather than try to load your entire class content and really overwhelm yourself, just pick an assignment and try it with your class. And practice it a few times until you feel more comfortable with it, and move on and build from there. The recommendation would probably be to try something in each program just to see how they feel for you to use them. As you move on back to our November-December web page, remember that this was just a quick feature comparison. And like we mentioned before, always try something small, assignment or a survey, test it with your students, modify it as you need to and build from there. And back to our page, right now the next section you would find on the page is the RRRR Connection. How can you use this in your classroom? Listed in this section are a few possible suggestions to integrate Canvas and Classroom into your classroom. The Flip Classroom video addresses the question, is flipping a classroom for you? And the answer to that would be yes. You can always flip some type of content. In the additional training opportunities section, you will find a link to the Google certification training and the calendar link for the digital cohort. If you check out that calendar, you'll notice that our next 3-hour training for this topic will occur on December 10th at CD Middle School from 9 in the morning to 12 in the afternoon. In today's takeaway tools, you will find some links to some things we would like you to review. Take another look at the Classroom and Canvas comparison chart. Watch these 2 videos and review your student lists in Canvas and invite students to join a Google Classroom. Try to create something in Canvas and Classroom. Start with a simple post, assignment, or quiz. See how it works and build from there. Don't forget to complete the session survey and review the interesting technical readings. You may find an article of interest for you in that section. So the winner is, you're going to have to make that decision. One program works better for some people, another one works better for others. So you will need to take them both for a test run and make a decision what will work best for you. We want to thank you for taking the time to review this Digital Cohort November-December Missed Session presentation. It is difficult to cover everything in these 2 programs in such a short amount of time. The best advice we can give you is to try something out in each program. Start small with an assignment or survey and repeat the process to become more comfortable with the feature, and then build from there. If you signed into this presentation with your district username and completed the questions in this presentation, your attendance for the November-December session will be recorded. Thanks for watching.